Welcome to the channel, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. LMD here. We are going to break up the monotony of tons of Matchbox we've had lately. Do apologize about that, but unfortunately that's just the way the cookies crumble. Now we get to move on to Hot Wheels Premium, specifically Gold Premium. We are going to put to bed pretty much all of 2024 right now. We're just going to throw it all into one big smorgasbord. We're going to start off by completing pop culture mixes. This is the latest pop culture mix for 2024. This is the assortment down here, HJB 50. So there you go. Nothing particularly fancy on the back. This is Action Comics #1, the Action Sedan. This is, of course, where Superman debuts, his initial debut. Of course, he's carrying the car right there, which, of course, is the Action Sedan itself. So we will get the Action Sedan out of there. This is a new casting. So brand new casting for 2024. Details on the front look pretty good. Prints look pretty good. Definitely does have that kind of art deco to it. Kind of makes it look like it's drawn. I think they did a pretty good job with that. It looks very, very good. Very interesting to see white tires on there. But of course that was necessary. That was, to keep it true to the source material. Just some basic taillights on the back. This is probably a Chevy sedan, more than likely. This looks pretty good. It actually looks pretty good. I think that they probably could get away with using this casting for other stuff. Unfortunately, it does say copyright DC on the bottom, so unfortunately that means that we're only ever going to see it as this Action Sedan, which is really a drop in the ball on Mattel for sure. All right, also in that mix is the Batman Forever Batmobile, brand new for this mix as well. I think this might be a new casting for the premium version. I think we've seen a Batman Forever Batmobile in the mainline, in the basic mainline. So taking a look at the base deets. So 2022 Mattel, so no, this is not a new casting, but this might be specific to premium as far as the casting is concerned. There is your jet turbine out the back, the three blades, three wing blades going out the back. I do like the print on the wheel covers with the Batman logo. Looks pretty good. Of course, you can see through the casting to the interior where the chrome is and all the bits and pieces in there. There is the details from the front end, which looks okay. There's a little bit of prints for the window. Those are actually printed. It's not a piece in there or anything like that. That's a actual print. And of course, we saw the base details right there. So not too bad. Batman Forever Batmobile. Me personally, not a fan of. Well, I'm not really a fan of most pop culture stuff, especially when it comes to like superhero stuff. Not really my cup of tea. All right, next one up. This one is the Top Gun Maverick, the FA-18E Super Hornet. I do believe this is a reissued one. I don't think this is a new deco. This is not a new casting though. I'm pretty sure this is not a new casting, but I guess when we get out and see the copyright date, we'll see if this is a new casting. But I am very confident that this is just a reissue. It does have this weird double blister. And this model does come with a little stand as well, so you don't have to worry about keeping it on the floor. So there is our FA Hornet, FA-18 Hornet. The print on it look pretty good. Details on it are not too shabby. It's an all metal casting, which is interesting because normally the points on here they usually try to make plastic because it can be a weapon or something to that effect. So this is a brand new casting, 2024 Mattel, made in Indonesia. There is the slot that the stand goes in. There is the placard and stuff, shield and stuff on the wing. Looks pretty good. This gray is actually plastic. That's part of an interior type of piece or a secondary piece. Very interesting. It does come with just this clear plastic stand. Of course, it is a Hot Wheels symbol because, of course, it is. And then you just slot it in there. It's a pretty tight fit, but just like that. And then that way you can set it down. It can do its thing. This one not quite there. It's a little bit on the wide side, which is not fair. Not fair for the stand over here. And then the last one in that pop culture mix is the Porsche 911 Turbo 930 Cyberpunk re-release. This one has been already done. This was actually, I think, when this casting was new, is when this one debuted. So I do have the original one. I highly doubt there'll be anything new on it. This one does have a date code of T34 on there, maybe T38, something like that. But this is the original one right here, dated R21, the original one there on the top. The silvers are definitely different. So the original one here on the top was a metallic silver. The one on the bottom is just a regular silver. It's pretty prevalent if you see them next to each other. I mean, you can see that even on the camera. The silvers are completely different. They're completely different silvers, not even the same silver at all. But all the prints are the same. All the details are the same. The yellow headlights and all that good stuff like that. Everything looks exactly the same. Same details, same wheels, same window print. All that good stuff like that. And then the deets in the back, all the same print on there as well. So nothing fancy with that. And then, of course, the base deets. Get these flipped around the correct way. There you go. So nothing different with the model or anything else like that. But R21 was the original one, but they are completely different silver. So if you see that one, I would suggest you pick it up. All right, we are moving into a massive heavy hitter. Ridiculously heavy hitter. Yes, this is Modern Classics 4. Modern Classics 4. This case hasn't even hit the U.S. yet. I have no idea where the person I got this from got it. I don't really particularly care, but I have it in my possession. I did trade to get this particular set, so this is why we were able to finish Car Culture for 2024. This is the last mix of 2024. We also have the previous mix. I guess I should have done these the other direction, but it's fine. This is your Nissan Skyline GTR R32 Pandem. Number 1 of 5. There would be a chase of this one if there was a chase. There is the card art. Sorry about the crazy glare, but the card art looks pretty good. Modern Classics 4. There is, of course, the mix on the back. Probably the most anticipated Car Culture mix in a long time, at least in my opinion. So we'll get our R32 Pandem out of here. Not a fan of R32s, but I will tell you this one is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Rocket Bunny Racing on the front. Prints look pretty good. Hot Wheels on there. There's a ton of print. It goes over the fenders. Formula Drift on the windshield banner. The bronze 5 spokes look especially nice. Really like that look. Very, very nice. Hot Wheels logo on the side. That's the driver name right there. Some other details right there. There's Toyo tires. There is a nice wing on there. This wing is plastic, but it is separated, which is nice. I would prefer that than to make it metal and it be filled in underneath there. The taillights look average. The rest of the details look pretty good. There's a roll cage in there as well for this particular model. It's all nice and wide. This casting is actually pretty good. Pretty good. There is the dates on the bottom. So I know there's a post going around social media about how Hot Wheels has lost all the detail to the bases over the years, but I don't think that that's true. I mean, this one's a premium, so we'll see how that rolls through with some other stuff, but just want to bring that up because I thought that was rather interesting. All right, number 2 of 5, 1990 Mercedes-Benz 190E 2.5 16 Evolution 2. Such a ridiculously long name. The car art looks really, really good. Looks really, really good. This one's in basically Zamek. It's good old Zamek style. So pop this guy out. This one is really, really, really nice. Does have some print around the windows, print for the door handles as well. Those awesome arrow blades, which are perfect. They should have been painted silver, though. I really wish Hot Wheels would figure out a way to do silver wheels. This regular gray just doesn't work. These really needed to be silver. Not Zamek silver, but like, painted silver. Like kind of like the Porsche, but not that dark. But it needed to be painted. There is the details on the back. It does say 190E 2.5 16. The taillight prints look very, very good. Very high, crisp quality prints. And then there is the deets on the front. Again, looking very, very good. And then, of course, your Mercedes logo there on the top. This one is a Zamek base as well, so very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, Always loved that casting. They did a great job with that casting. That's probably the best that casting's ever looked. Probably the best it will ever look, in my opinion. All right, another brand spanking new casting. Yes, the second brand new casting in this mix alone. The Nissan SEL. This is brand spanking new, number 3 of 5. Looking very, very blue. Very, very blue. So this one uses the kind of lace wheels. I think that wheel is probably a just ridiculously spot on good wheel. But this is a good casting. It's a good casting. It's brand spanking new. I know people yell at me for saying brand spanking new, but guess what? It's brand spanking new. No releases yet. It does say Sylvia, I think, or Silvex or something in the grill right there. You JDM guys can chime in and say exactly what it says in the front there, but it says 180SX in the back. The taillight prints look good. It says SEL 80 on the plate. A little bit of exhaust detail there. Again, I think there's a good amount of base details to these. I get it. It is premium, but we'll see how that comes out. Again, brand new casting right here. This one looks really, really good. This one should also be in an upcoming 2-pack, I believe. So that'll be pretty nice to get a couple of those right out the gate. All right, number 4 of 5. This is by far the best one in the mix of 5. I am not biased at all. This is the GT3 R32. Kaido House has done this particular deco. Basically the white with a GT3 on the side. I mean, this one's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculously good. Really, really stoked to get another GTR R32, especially in premium, like true premium, not silver premium, not fake premium, but actual premium. Details on the back look good. Taillights done up. Nissan GTR GT3, 5 spokes. It's a relatively simple deco, but they do it to good effect. So I do like this one. I really wish this model would have had side mirrors though. Really, really could have used some side mirrors, which is unfortunate. This one has basically 0 deets on the base. So, and the reality is this one actually started as a basic. So that actually lends some weight to the lack of details on the base. And that's really probably just comes down to basic versus premiums. All right, another brand spanking new casting to finish off Modern Classics 4. This is, again, new. Subaru Forester STI, number 5 of 5. I'm not really sure how many Subaru STIs in 1/64 scale have even been done. I would think maybe only a very, very small handful. But Hot Wheels has jumped right on that. I think this was an excellent, excellent choice. The print on the front, they look good. It says Subaru on the plate, STI on the fog light covers, which is, of course, accurate to the source material. Subaru logo in there as well. There's some blemish on the windshield, not that big a deal. It is right-hand drive. It's a little bit big. Like it just looks like it's a little bit big like this, but that's probably accurate. I mean, overall dimensions I think are pretty good. Of course, it does say STI on the quarter panel right there. The wheel choice is pretty good. I think they did a solid with that one. And then some deets in the back. It says Subaru, Forester, and STI. This is a hook assembly model, so you can see there is a no ugly post in there. They can still build those like that for premium, but unfortunately the basics are going to have an ugly post that's going to go through the back, which is just unfortunate. The overall look of this is actually pretty good. This is probably one of the most highly anticipated castings for quite some time. So, again, deets on the bottom are pretty good. I think they're pretty good for a premium. And then, of course, the little wing, little spoiler wing off the back looks good. That casting itself, I will tell you, is a little bit on the bigger scale side than a typical like mainline, which is fine. But I've noticed Matchbox is doing that too. I think they're trying to fill up the blisters a little bit more and just make them look a little bit better. All right, moving on to the previous car culture mix that I should have opened first. Just do it in order. Race day. This is your Rexy Porsche 911 GT3 R992. Number 1 of 5. This would be the chase if there was a chase. It would actually be Roxy, not Rexy. And for the first time, it would be a non-black chase. It would be pink, because of course Roxy is pink, which is very, very interesting. Personally, in my opinion, I think the race day mix is better than this mix. That's just my own personal collecting habits, though. So let's get into the Porsche. The chase for this particular one is going for unridiculously amounts of money. Same with the chase for that one. People are paying $200 for a chase, which is just stupid. But you know what? If that's what you want, you can spend your hard money on whatever you want. So this casting has been super, super highly anticipated. And I think it's funny because Mini GT is literally dropping their version of this right now too, which is a million times better. And it's going for cheaper than this technically, because this car is actually pulling about 20 bucks on eBay right now, which is just ridiculous. I will tell you the casting is very, very good. I don't mind that the wing is plastic. I think that that's necessary. The amount of print all over it is very good. It's got his feet back here. There's the arms, part of the tail, and then of course the mouth, and of course the headlights themselves are the eyes. I think it's cool. This is a real deco. This is a real actual race car deco. So this is not like it, Hot Wheels made up something, but the diffuser looks pretty good on the back. Taillight prints look good as well. A little bit of print on the top here for the windshield as well. And then your base deets. This is, of course, a flat bottom race car, so it shouldn't have anything on the bottom. I mean, this is what you're going to see on a real race car. It's just going to have a bunch of panels on there. But that's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. I can't wait to get like more like race car style decos for those, I guess is the way to put it. I don't know. All right, next one up, Corvette CAR number 2 of 5. Get this one rolling. This one we have seen in premium before. It's also been in a team transport, and we have not seen it in silver though. So this is an actual C8R racing deco. It's not exactly exact because it's not a licensed like driver or anything, but it does have the representative red side mirrors on there, and of course the silver with the yellow print inside. This one happens to be number 4. The wing on this one is metal. This is part of the casting. Details on the back look good. Wheel choice looks good. Lensed headlights look good. A little bit of print on the bottom as well. It's just a really good casting. Just a really, really, really good casting. And of course, we have seen that in the main line as well. So you can get a little bit of it everywhere. All right, another controversial statement I'm going to make. This is the best model in this particular mix. This is the number 1 model for race day, in my opinion. 2018 Bentley Continental GT3. This is my favorite race car of all time. I think this is the greatest race car ever made. I don't care that it's not a super winning car. Love the way it looks. I love the way that the wing is. I loved it's just a huge car, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this car, but it's just my favorite race car. This one is in just some basic deco. A little bit disappointing. I'm just really happy that we get it in premium. Of course, this is the second time we're getting this one in premium. It does have Bentley on the wing on the top as well. We did get this in the race-inspired, as they call it, Fast and Furious mix. Again, doesn't really matter to me. This one has some pretty good detail, even a little bit of like mechanical components in the back, so that was pretty good. But of course, this one again, like I mentioned before, that one started its life as a basic and was moved into premium. All right, another brand spanking new casting for this mix. Yes, 2 brand new castings in this mix. 2023 Nissan Z GT4. I think this might be Hot Wheels' first GT4 class car. Could be. They've done plenty of GT3 class cars, but I think this might be their first GT4. This one looks really, really good. I like the deco on the side. The roof is plastic, but I think that's fine. I think it's fine. The wing is plastic as well. The wing is probably part of the interior, and then the window is separate. The side mirrors are part of the window as well. Not a huge fan of that, but at least we do get side mirrors. The prints in the front look good. It says Nismo. These two little black vents you see right there, that's part of the interior, so there's a nice color break to those. So depending on how they deco this up in the future, those will be different. And then, of course, Nismo on the back, Z GT4. Super crisp prints, look very, very good. Even the third brake light down there on the base. And then there is the base deets. Again, this is a brand spanking new casting, made for premium. Base deets look good. You see, this is a plastic rivet in the back, which means the window is actually what's holding the rest of the casting together, which is a very interesting choice. All right, the very last one in race day, BMW 320 Group 5. This is not a new casting. As a matter of fact, I think we've only seen this once or twice. Might have debuted. I know it was in a 2-pack. I think we've only seen the casting once, I think. But definitely not in this kind of deco, just in a kind of in colors. So this one looks really, really good. This one is in orange with some green. I love it. I like the copper wheels in there. Of course, they're offset, smaller in the front, bigger in the back. Number 68 on the side, probably because Hot Wheels 1968. I'm just saying. Prints on the front look good. Does have some Castrol logos and stuff on there. There's some hood prints. And here's the deets on the other side with that side exhaust. Comes out of both sides. Base deets. Nice metal wing. So that is race day. So those are the last two mixes of car culture for the year. Done with car culture, but we aren't done with one other line. There's one other line that we're not quite there with. That's right, Hot Wheels Boulevard. This is the final mix 2024. Number 111 through 115. Starting off with their 73 Volvo 142 GL. I got a friend who's a huge Volvo guy. Unfortunately, I was only able to find one set, so hopefully I can get him a Volvo at some point in time. This looks pretty good. Boulevard continues to have the greatest assortment of cars. A little bit here, a little bit there. It says race brick, maybe a race brick. It could be a race brick. The details on this looks good. Looks good. It has a Volvo on the side, 73, Yokohama shell, Brembo bell. It's relatively toned down, but this one looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Definitely not my favorite, but we haven't gotten too many of these models, so there's not like there's that many to really have a sample size from, which is fine. All right, we have not seen this era of car really in Boulevard as of previously. 30s eras. This is your 32 Ford. This is lifted directly from the main line. This is the same casting that's been around for a very, very long time, with a little bit of modifications here and there. But this one looks really, really good. Is in matte green. Lots of pinstriping on it. It's got a patinaed trunk over there. Riveted roof on there. Looks pretty good. It's too bad they can't have any like engine print details, which is unfortunate. There is a little bit of print on the grille, just a little bit of black to separate it up, which looks okay. No prints otherwise that. On the front, there's really nothing to print on. Air cleaner is printed as well. I think the wheel choice is pretty good. So Steely's in the front, these nice 5 spokes in the back. There is the base deets. Looks kind of good. 2020 Mattel, so it's been around for a little bit, but like I said, we haven't really gotten like 30s eras cars. Hopefully we can get some more of those, just my own personal opinion. All right, next one up, number 113, the Mercedes-Benz E63 AMG in white. Only the second time seeing this casting. And of course, the first time we saw this casting was, of course, in Boulevard in black. It was one of the most ridiculous Boulevard mixes ever. It had the original 4Runner in it as well. There is the prints on the front. Looks good. Does have a black painted roof. This is a nice, like, super pearl white, which looks really, really good. The wheel choice is very, very nice. Like those 10 spokes, those thin 10 spokes. I really like this casting. The prints on this one are just very toned down. They're just very basic, and I think that that's important. I think that it looks good. Super, super wide in the back. Flat black base on there. So this is a good one. A really dark window, but of course there's an interior in there. You don't have to worry about there being No interior. And of course, this is hook assembly in the back. So no rivet spot, which is always good. But that one is especially nice. That one's like really nice. Like really, really nice. All right, brand new casting, 100% brand new casting, 1967 Volkswagen Sambo Bus. This is number 114. There is a signature right there. It's apparently part of some person. You can drop a comment in the down below and comment on what that is if you know. So this is a new casting. Very, very interesting. I do like the fact that the windows are popped open in the front. Looks good. The stance, of course, is perfect. I mean, Hot Wheels is very, very good at doing those kind of things. Two-tone print on this one as well. Kind of a chocolate top with a kind of a burnt orange on the bottom. I think the color combination is great. Kind of uses those Fuchs style wheels, same wheels that we saw on that Cyberpunk Porsche. Of course, it's a metal base since it is premium. Does have a couple of added on cargo racks at the top, and then of course the interior is open to show that the top is pushed back and open. Looks good. So, and then the plate details on there just says fluffy. The Volkswagen is not printed all that well. I mean, you can't even read it. It's so pixelated you can't even read it, which is weird. Normally this inkjet printing is actually pretty good. Even when you get up close, it's pretty good. It's not perfect, but this particular one's definitely not that great. But the casting itself is quite nice. There is the deed 67 Volkswagen Sambo Bus. So that was pretty good. So throw that in there. Now, I will tell you, when I found these in the store, I found this 4. But for some reason, somebody decided they only wanted to take this one. This is number 115. This is the last one in the Boulevard mix. This is the E46 M3. Not a new casting. This casting's been around for forever. They left the wagon. They left the Sambo Bus. But for some reason, they took the M3. You know what? To each their own. I just thought it was interesting. Interesting that the BMW was taken and not the Mercedes at the very least. But I will not complain. I was able to source an M3 from a friend to complete the set. So nothing particularly fancy. E46, we've seen this casting a bazillions of times. This one looks pretty good in this kind of, I wouldn't call it a copper. It's sort of copperish, but it's, I don't know, interesting color. It looks good. It looks good. I like the 5 spokes and stuff. Print on the back. It says BMW Phoenix. Then there's your M3 logo. Tail lights, of course, look good. It's good. It's good. I mean, it's really nothing to get all super stoked about, but at least it's new. At least it's new. So, I mean, I'll take adding another E46. I do like the E46. I think it's definitely one of the most beautiful M3s they've ever made. But there you go. That is all the catching up on for premium Hot Wheels. Last 2 mixes of car culture, the very last Boulevard and the very last pop culture to end 2024. Just made sense to put those all in a video, get those all knocked out and in there in the wild. Drop a comment and let me know what you guys think about those. Let me know where you're going to pick them up or not. This particular set, like I said, is not quite available in the U.S. I don't know where the guy got it, but I had to trade a couple things for it. But it was a good trade. It was a good trade. So I just wanted to get it and be done with it. This set's going to be very, very, very difficult to find, especially to complete. But anyways, we're going to roll out. Thank you guys very much. As always, like what you see, like what you hear, like what you experience. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on notifications. You know, the whole nine. Everything happens like that. So we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. LMD